Welcome into That Damn Fantasy Show. I'm Paul Catalina alongside my good friend Caroline Woolf.
Hello.
We've only been friends for like a month now.
We're basically besties.
But I feel that I can say we're good friends.
Yeah.
We right now, Caroline, we're both in a bad way. We probably should not be doing a fantasy football show because based on the results of our seasons, like the last 3 weeks for me, I don't know crap.
I'm going to blame it on the bye weeks and the injuries. Obviously, that's probably what we always blame it on, but it's fair.
Yeah.
And it's hard to trade away a good player, even if you really think you should.
Yeah, it is. I'll start with the first thing here on our list that we need to it's
Moment
not
of silence.
who hurt us, but it did hurt us. We all felt it. Our beloved Cam Skattebo is out for the year with very gruesome. Did you see it?
He's got a boo-boo.
Did you see it?
I did not.
Don't.
I will definitely go look for it now.
Yeah, it's not pretty. It was ooh, man. And look, they expected.
Was it like the Dak
yeah.
injury?
Yeah.
Yeah. Came out.
Yeah.
He was out there.
It was it's not great.
Not great.
It's not great. But they believe he had surgery right away. They believe he'll be good to go next year. I hope it doesn't affect him long term. But he is out for the year.
He's young. He'll bounce back.
Yeah.
All the faith in him.
And we'll talk about what to do to replace him in a minute. But last week we started a segment called Who Hurt You? And what's hurt us this week is Cam Skattebo being out because we both had him on teams. I recently made a trade for him and I thought I was brilliant. And then I was out like running errands on Sunday. I was sitting in the Target parking lot waiting for the guy to come with my pickup order. And look, I'm not proud of it that we, made a pickup order and just walk into the store, but still, Target, you can get lost, especially when you go.
That's what you do.
You get lost in the store a little bit.
Yes.
And you wind up with things you don't need. If you do a Target pickup order, which Target it's probably hurt their business because Target's a place you go into and then you wind up with like, oh, look, cheese balls.
It's like going to H-E-B while hungry.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do it.
Yeah, exactly. No. You don't do it. And so
we're just making smart business decisions.
Yeah. So I was there and a friend of mine texted me, did you see what just happened to Skattebo? And I said, no, I'm out running errands right now. And he sent me a GIF of something else. And I was like, please don't be as bad as it looks on this GIF. Please don't be as bad. And so then I go on Twitter and I look and I was just like,
oh, it is this bad.
It's just, oh man. And he's such a fun player. He's an emotional dude. He's fun. But now we have to navigate through the rest of this fantasy football season and the NFL season without the brightest, shining, wonderful star we may have ever known in Cam Skattebo. I say that. That's probably hyperbole, but
but we know how you feel about him. You felt that, and I feel that too now. So see, now I'm included in that. And I was at a pumpkin carving little party mid-afternoon, watching it, and I'm over here with kids and everything, trying to carve a pumpkin or paint one. And
you just want to stab the pumpkin.
I just wanted to stab the pumpkin. So I just painted an eyeball, and I won. So that's okay.
That's cool.
At least I won. I got a trophy.
Congratulations.
I got a trophy with one eyeball.
Congratulations.
Thank you. At least I won something this weekend.
Yes. Congratulations. We're all very proud of you.
Okay. Thank you.
Listen, when you have that trophy and you put it up there, and when people come in, you can say, look at this. What have you ever done, you loser?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. That's exactly what you say. And they're like, oh, pumpkin carving. Yeah.
Beat that.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah.
Clock
so let's get into our starts and sits this week. This one is surprising, but it's a good one, Caroline. DeAndre Swift, who is up and down. He's up and down, but he has a very good matchup this week because he's playing the Bengals, and they don't really stop running backs all that well.
They give up the most points to running backs.
So yes, this is where Caroline and her fastidious research. Word of the day, fastidious. Look it up, kids.
Fastidious. Fastidious.
Yes. Does well because he is he's had a couple good games right in a row. So Ben Johnson, the coach, is figuring him out. So this is one you sent my way. And at first I thought like, oh no, she's off her rocker. We're going to have a talk after the show. And then I looked into what you said and I was like, oh no, this is why we found this kid.
Yep. Yeah.
I
do watch a few things and, here and there.
So I was like, oh, man, she's just in pain because she's lost so much.
I
make rash decisions. Rash decisions.
It's because of the pain.
Yeah.
And the therapy I'm needing after Skattebo.
Yeah. A guy I wish was on a different team because the Dolphins are so bad, but he's fun. Devin Achane. He's got to be feeling it right now because his Texas A&M Aggies are number 3 in the country. Your Texas A&M Aggies are number 3 in the country.
Hello.
Yeah.
Jumping on the bandwagon.
But again, another good matchup running back wise. They had a big matchup. They're playing the Ravens, who are not very Raven-like on defense right now. So
that's correct. Yes.
4th most running back points to running backs. So he's a good play no matter what.
Yep.
Okay. This one I like as well. I like Kyren Williams this week in the matchup. I think with Puka Nacua coming back, there's going to be maybe a focus on like him a little bit, and that should open up Kyren. Even though like the Rams have not missed a beat when Puka was out, like they're good. They're a good team.
Well, I need Puka back, and I have Kyren. So here we go. Let's get back into the swing. I think I just had a little bump in the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's gonna be
but Puka is back. This is a guy I have on 2 of my teams. Next up, Kamani Vidal. I keep hearing the Chargers interested in maybe trading for a running back. Based on what I've seen the last couple of weeks, save your picks. He's good. He's done well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and they have a good matchup.
Yeah, and they have a great matchup inside that as well, as they are playing Tennessee, who is bad at everything. Bad at everything. Anytime that your matchup is my guy versus someone who's bad at everything,
you play
your
him.
guy. When you say, hey, what are they good at? Nothing. Okay, I'm going to
play him.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Bam Knight. Bye week last week. Still the number 1 running back in Arizona until Trey Benson comes back. But his IR window has not been activated and was good in his last start. But they were on bye last week. So obviously you couldn't start Bam Knight. But if you did the good thing, you reminded me to do this a couple weeks ago. About picking up a guy when he's on bye and stashing him.
Yes.
Because that way everybody else is like, well, I need him now, so I'm not going to pick him up on bye. So if you picked him up and stashed him, now's the week to unleash the stash.
I did try to do that with him, but he was already taken. But I did it with somebody else. Who did I do that with? I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
When I remember.
I've done it with a couple of backup quarterbacks and backup like players that if the person who's starting in front of them isn't back by the end of the bye week this week, I can plug them in, especially in a league I'm in that I have been just undertaken by injuries. It's like they're zombies like pulling me into the mess and like World War Z.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right. Next up, start Chase Brown. Also, if you have Samaje Perine, you can start him as well. Jake Browning is looking like he's going to have to start for Flacco this week because Flacco's got a sprained AC joint. So Chase Brown and Samaje Perine are actually both good plays this week because the Bengals are running the ball a lot more. And
Flacco's out?
He could be. Okay. But a sprained AC joint in your throwing shoulder, I don't know what that means in doctor terms, but it sounds pretty bad.
You can't throw it.
Yeah.
Far.
So Flacco might be out. We'll see. But look, when you're 40, like, what does it matter?
Yeah. I mean,
just go out there. Although I would say when you are 40, it probably hurts way worse.
Yeah.
Than it does for the other guys.
And let me just tell you that, Chase Brown decided to go off last week with 25 points. But of course, I decided not to play him.
Yeah.
Which is why I lost. So it's my fault.
Yeah. So But
I will play him this week.
Yeah. Play him this week. And look, if you are saying like, oh, I picked up Samaje Perine because he had a good week, they're running the ball a whole lot more. Look, Joe Flacco knows I'm throwing the ball to Chase and Higgins, and I'm going to turn around and hand off the ball, and we're just going to go. But they're doing a good job of protecting Flacco. Last week was an embarrassing loss against the Jets.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't know I should have played Justin Fields over Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
That's why.
One of those weeks.
Yeah.
That won't happen again, but like it was.
Would you say to play either of those two, Chase Brown or Samaje Perine, over, I know we'll get to him, Bill Krosky-Merritt?
Oh, yes. Right now, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. Also, a good start, a guy I picked up in a league, and I had him for a week. He had his best week. He was on bye last week, and I really needed him given my injuries. But he's back this week. The Heisman Trophy winner, rookie Travis Hunter in Jacksonville, just had his best week. They're going to try to find him more. This is probably not great news for Brian Thomas owners, but I don't think it's bad news for them. But Travis Hunter, they've decided to try to get him the ball more. And that worked out in the week that they did because he had his best week of his career in his young career. But he's a stud. They're not playing him on defense all that much. I think that will come with time. But play the unicorn if you've got him, and I do. And I'm a huge Travis Hunter fan, even though he was supposed. I'm a Florida State grad, as you know. He was committed to Florida State up until signing day, and then he went with Dion. And I don't know if I'm ever going to fully forgive him, but I'm still a big fan. Fair
enough.
All right, to wrap up our Skattebo therapy, Tyrone Tracy, who has shown flashes of being pretty good himself, is now the starting running back in New York. So if you've got him, start him. If he's available, pick him up. He's going to be the starter for the rest of the year. So,
yep.
Most people probably had him and stashed him anyway because they didn't know what the running back situation was going to be. And it shifted with Skattebo being as great as he was. But that's all over for now. We wait until 2026. All right. And our first sit, we just talked about Bill Krosky-Merritt. Just not worth it right now. Now, I think that in certain matchups, especially when Jaden Daniels comes back, and I think this is actually a big part of it. I think Jaden Daniels knows how to use Krosky-Merritt better than Mariota does. And so I think as long as Jaden Daniels is out, which is probably at least one more week.
Probably, yeah.
He's questionable right now on the injury report. But if Jaden Daniels is still out, I don't see the value in Bill Krosky-Merritt starting. I don't drop him, keep him, because I think down the stretch he's going to be a factor for them. But right now, the Commanders just aren't playing well at all. And, I was in a position last week where, we had said to sit him, but I had to start him because of another injury. And it was not great. So
it was not
another sit, Jordan Mason. The Vikings, Carson Wentz is out. J.J. McCarthy will be coming back. They're just not the Vikings that we saw last year. And I don't think anybody's afraid of J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball. So I think they're basically going to dare him to do it.
Yeah, I would say, definitely going to sit Jordan Mason. And if you need to play Aaron Jones,
he might catch some more passes, but I would sit them both if you can. If you've got to play him, you've got to play him.
Unless you have like trash, like my roster's kind of looking like a little trash right now because of injuries and buys and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah. Also sit Tony Pollard. The Titans are bad. They've got a bad matchup this week. Just don't. They're playing the Chargers. It's probably not going to be great for Tony Pollard. Yeah. And my last one, sit RJ Harvey. He had a huge week last week against the Cowboys. And a lot of people may think like, oh, I'm going to get him and play him because he's just had his rookie breakout.
Yeah.
Which might be true, but I would say
look at the rest of season schedule.
Wait on it. J.K. Dobbins also had a great week. Anybody in an orange jersey had a great week. They pulled in a guy from the stands just to run a play, and he scored a touchdown. last week. He won an essay contest.
Yeah.
So they even put shoulder pads on him. They're just like, go. They're not going to tackle you.
It was actually me. I did it.
It was.
You didn't know. Yeah, it was me. I went out there and did it. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it because I don't do well in the altitude. And clearly neither did the Cowboys. Like that was bad.
Was bad. That was bad and sad.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something about the Cowboys that I've learned over the years. Oh. So they will have a really good game like they did against the Commanders. They had a really good game all the way around. Offensively, just torched everybody. Defensively, they tackled people. And then everybody gets excited about the Cowboys, and they don't ask, like, hey, how did this team that couldn't stop anybody in all these other games for any reason all of a sudden stop this team that actually has a decent offense? You're like, well, if you look at who was playing for them, it was not their starters. So, yes, the Cowboys starters got to play against the Washington backups. And guess what? Like most starters do when they play against backups, they look better. So that's what happened. Then they played against a team that had all of their starters available, and they looked like a bad team. The Cowboys, the Yankees, I would say the New York Knicks, and the Lakers, there's probably a hockey team, like probably the Rangers, the New York Rangers.
Yeah, they'll get a pass.
The
Toronto Maple Leafs.
The Toronto Maple Leafs. Like those are teams because they're like legendary franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever something good happens to them, it's amplified 25% more than the actual value is.
Yeah.
So it's like a stock that's overblown, for whatever, like, oh, hey, I'm going to, it's like a meme stock. That's what it is. Every time it just goes up. And people need to just go, hey, wait, why did this happen? And you're like, oh, okay, that's why it happened. So, still keep playing people when they play against the Cowboys. Like, don't think their defense was fixed. If you thought it was fixed, you were wrong. And don't worry about their offense. It'll be fine. It's going to score a bunch of points.
Did Ferguson get anything?
What?
Did Jake Ferguson get?
Jake Ferguson had no catches. And here's where I worry about Jake down the line is that Sean Payton and Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator, were smart enough to know that Jake Ferguson is where Dak throws the ball when the other people aren't open. He just dumps it off to Jake Ferguson, especially in the red zone, like Jake Ferguson.
They have the 26th hardest schedule coming up for tight ends in the rest of the season.
So, okay, well, that's good to know.
Based on Mike Clay's strength of schedule.
Okay, good deal. So that's good. I think Ferguson, everybody's going to have a bad week, but they did a number making sure that he was
he went
open. He was like, you know what? He got, in my league, he got 1 fantasy point because he recovered a fumble.
Oh, good job.
So he got a fantasy point because he recovered a fumble, which it's
better than 0.
Yeah, it's better than 0. And I remember looking like, how does he have a point? He didn't catch a pass at all. And then I had to look and like, oh, yeah, that fumble that they didn't lose, Jake Ferguson recovered it. And I didn't even know he did that because it was like one of those things in the bottom of the scrum. And he was just like, Cowboys have it back. I was like, well, at least they didn't, that's kind of like saying, well, like they didn't pee their pants, so it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
They almost did. Well, the fact that you let it get to that point.
Their pants.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, Caroline.
Yes.
Your starts and sit like your question for me this week.
Okay. So if I have P. Ryan, my favorite new friend, I can't say it. Man, it's not, hang on. Manungai. I did the pronunciation thing. Yeah, not Mangione. Manungai.
Yeah.
Krosky Merritt, and who's this other guy that I don't even know? Shamir DK. Okay.
I actually like Shamir DK as a long-term play. He's a good player, and I think he and Cam Ward work well together. So I keep him
on the roster.
Yeah, keep him on the roster.
P. Ryan or Mungangi.
Munangai. I would say, given the fact that we're kind of bullish on Swift this week, DeAndre Swift, I would go ahead and say P. Ryan. He had a good week last week. I think they're going to run the ball a lot again. So I would say P. Ryan of those has the best. Everybody else can sit and then you can see. But I think later in the year, especially like when the Titans, kind of just let it loose and let all the young guys play at once, DK and Elik Ayo-Manyor, who's their other wide receiver, are going to get a lot of play. And because they're just going to let Cam Ward grip it and rip it.
What do you think having Tank Bigsby on my?
That's good. That's good. They're
on bye week. I picked him up just because
Saquon has a groin injury or something.
Right.
So I think you can probably get a start or so out of Tank Bigsby. Okay. And he did well against the Giants. He's done well in the past. He's a good player. So
yep. Yeah. I was just I need a tight end.
A tight end.
But I just picked up Loveland. I don't know anything about
Colston
this guy.
Loveland.
Yeah.
That's an okay one to pick up.
The top for me is Jonnu Smith.
I don't love
AJ Barner, Dalton Schultz, Juwan Johnson, Noah Fant. I don't have much to work with.
I would go with Loveland for this week.
Unless I get a trade.
Yeah. But yeah. I have a league where I do have Jake Ferguson, but their bye is coming up. Mm-hmm. And I have TJ Hawkinson, who I'm not completely confident is in the best situation for himself this year. But I don't want to drop him yet. So we'll just have to see what happens there. But I will. Kyle Pitts is available in some leagues.
Yes, Kyle Pitts is supposed to do pretty well this week.
Which if Penix plays this week, then I would take a roll the dice on Kyle Pitts. I don't think Cousins likes him very much, but I also think Cousins is about to get traded before the deadline. And look, if you want to stash a quarterback, Cousins might not be a bad one to stash because he might wind up being the Viking starter sooner rather than later in a reunion tour, or somebody's starter. That's the only place he's going to go is where he's going to start. So anyway,
and I guess Kyler Murray's coming back.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll see how long that lasts before he gets hurt again.
Okay.
Kyler Murray is literally the size of Andrew, who's in here.
Literally.
Andrew's not a tall guy. I'm not a tall guy, but I have girth. Andrew's a smaller guy. And
people can
but occasionally, what happens
weave in and out.
What happens to Kyler Murray is that when somebody hits him square with all their body weight,
well, he needs to avoid that.
Yeah, when he doesn't, because there's professional athletes on the other team too.
Well, he needs to just get faster.
There's a reason everybody thought he was going to play baseball. He was the 4th pick in the Major League Baseball draft by the A's. Everybody thought he was going to play baseball until he won the Heisman Trophy, and then he's like, "Oh well, I guess
might as well go.
I guess I got to keep playing football."
I guess so.
So
just go play baseball after that. It's fine.
But I would like to maybe stop playing football for his own sake and go play baseball. But I do enjoy watching him play anything. But it's still I just worry about the guy. I'm a compassionate person.
Yes, the compassion is coming through the mic. I can tell.
A lot of people don't think that because sometimes I can be rather caustic, but I don't want people to get hurt.
I don't either. Sometimes I do, but not for long term, just for one game.
I want, here's what I want. If people that I don't like, I just want them to have minor annoyances every day for the rest of their life.
Yeah. Well, there's that. But then there's also, if I'm playing you, I might not be mad if you have one of your star players get injured just for 2 hours or something.
My idea of spite and vengeance is I really hope that every time you have to take a Band-Aid off, it hurts worse. It gets a really big clump of hair.
Yeah.
Or I hope you get a rock in your shoe every single day, but you can't figure out where the rocks come from.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's what I want.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
You have to walk around with wet socks because you went on a roller coaster that was water roller coaster. Now you have wet socks.
Your socks never get dry. That's what I want. That's what I want.
That is actually the worst.
You always have to wait on a bathroom. Those are the things.
These are all great, amazing things.
These are things like this is not
they're not harmful.
I'm not wishing pestilence.
They're mildly discomfort.
Yeah, you were rude to your fellow man, so now now
you need wet socks.
That every time that you really have to go to the bathroom, it's a one-seater and it's locked, and the person in there is having trouble.
And so you got to go in your pants. So this just turned into the poop pants podcast. Let's just call it a PPP.
I don't necessarily want that to happen to them. I just want them to contemplate what the plan is should it happen to them.
Okay.
I just want them to be sitting there going like, listen, if this door isn't open in the next 2 minutes, I'm just going to have to go home.
No, there's a trash can nearby.
I mean, but that's what I want. I want them to have to contemplate it and then feel the relief and then wonder what karmically they did in the universe
to deserve
this happen to them and say, maybe I should be a better person so this doesn't get worse next time. That's what I want.
If this weekend I get stuck in the bathroom, then I'm going to blame this whole conversation on
you're like, no,
I did nothing wrong.
Caroline. You're not that kind of person. I would not wish that on you. Wet socks rocking your shoe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Those two are the worst.
The longest line at the roller coaster every time you go to a theme park.
Oh, please no.
Yeah. Just obstructed view tickets are the only thing available for you. Like that's what I want. Like if you're going to a ball game or a concert and you're like,
make sure they sit behind me. I'm the tallest one.
Yeah. Like obstructive view. I want you to be sitting behind the guy in the big hat.
Yes.
That doesn't understand we should take it off.
Yep.
Like it's just, that's the drunk. Like I was behind a guy I must have done something in the universe because I went to an SMU FSU game last year and the drunk guy in front of me had one of those big hats, like the big ball cap on, and he left it on until his friends were like, I think the people behind you are tired of your bull crap. So he's like, oh, yeah.
And then he gave it to you and you put it on. There, that's how it goes.
We switched places. Like, how do you like it? Yeah. No. Although that game was terrible, I should have thanked him for doing it.
You should have. Yeah,
I didn't get to see what I wanted to see. But all right, that's going to do it for us. Caroline, good luck this week. That you and I are emotionally together, and we are not going to lose this week.
We're not
going to lose.
We're not going to lose this week.
We're manifesting like The Secret.
Yes.
Right? Is that the book?
I don't know.
Okay. It was on Oprah.
I bought a book called How Not to Procrastinate or something.
Yeah.
I've yet to open it.
Okay. There we go.
I procrastinated.
All right.
Food for thought.
Yeah. There we go. All right. That's going to do it for us. That Damn Fantasy Show is back again next week. See you then, baby.